Hey.
Hello. We're back, guys.
Glad you know how to do the camera.
It's my camera from home, so we got this. All right. Sorry about that. A little bit of a technical difficulty.
Well,
but
I'm not certain
so
it's solved yet, but hopefully. We have the chat up, so...
Yeah, we're here. Okay, so apparently, I don't think you guys heard our whole introduction, so we'll just start over here. Guys, welcome to Riptide 2024. We're starting off hot with battle mode today. We have 3 phases we're going to go through. We're going to have coin runners first, go into balloon battle, and then end with shine thief. So our first qual here is going to have 8 players in it, and top 6 will be moving on. So we have KingOfLies, Shadowww 1221, FireStone, Nuzzy Leaf, Dorp, Sunset, Anomaly, Willderd, Pepperjack, SkyHigh, Super Matteo, and then no 12th place.
Well, we're going to get 8 of those 11, allegedly.
Yeah.
So
Apparently there's
a few of them are going to
eight
need some no-shows. But hopefully, your favorite of the list is going to be in attendance here.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Pepperjack is in here as he's in the chat right now talking about how he's going to win. Of course, KingOfLies also might have a claim to that.
I thought Pepperjack said they've never played coin runners in their life. Yeah. So they're
Yeah,
good
we'll
luck.
see. Well, we have a decent amount of perspectives right now. I mean, we can see the 8 players, but we also have 4 that are doing other stuff. We might need to turn that off, but I guess it shows which players are indeed not here right now.
Yep. So we're looking at Firestone right now. On this is
GCN Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion.
One of my favorites back from Double Dash. Not that Danny's ever played it as somebody who does not seem to want to have Bob on Blast at a tournament. So I had to throw that in there. Got it.
Maybe one day. One day we'll change it to where we'll get Bob on Blast.
We need it one day.
We're starting with coin runners. What is your technique going into coin runners? Do you have one?
Well, if you remember back in Mario Kart Wii, if you got hit by like a Mega Mushroom, you'd lose half, which is like, I think it's a little bit more balanced now. So
I think if you get hit, you still lose half.
You lose a lot, but I don't think it's near the severity.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see whenever somebody gets hit here how many they lose, but I'm almost certain it's half.
It might be how it rounds, I suppose.
My technique whenever I play coin runners is get a bunch of coins and then hide somewhere, so that way people don't come and hit me. But it's a little difficult on a map like this whenever you find a player around every corner. You have to pay attention to the mini map.
Especially on this map, it's kind of difficult too, because it's a 3-layer battle arena, which it's kind of its unique element. Only really seen elsewhere in Dragon Palace Double Deck back in the day. But I don't know, I've always really liked this one.
Yeah, and if you're feeling a little broke, you can actually see where the coins are on the map to collect. Very dangerous situation whenever you have someone who does get hit and spill a ton of coins. Everybody flocks to it, so you have to be careful, or at least go into that situation with some form of defense. Like I love holding a star whenever someone gets hit.
Well, I think this is the reasonable strat. What Anomaly was doing, I should say, is the reasonable strat where you have triple greens. You feel pretty good about it. Most people don't want to mess with you because they're likely getting hits. And in Mario Kart 8, of course, you have the trail mechanic where if you trail on your screen, you'll hit them on their screen.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't necessarily line up on their point of view, which, I mean, I guess there's some benefits to it, but not very popular amongst the player base, but it is something to keep in mind here for sure.
Yeah.
KingOfLies has a little bit of a history in battle mode.
Oh yeah, so KingOfLies here actually sitting in first place. Not anymore, just kidding. Did have a lot of coins, but KingOfLies was actually the battle mode champion at MomoCon earlier this year. So we'll have to see if they make it out on top here at Riptide as well.
And I think battle mode, of anything, is probably one of the most difficult tournaments to repeat in, just because the finale comes down to Shine Thief, and Shine Thief is a very, I don't want to say inconsistent, but it is a varying mode on who's going to come out on top. And wow, Willderd
just got wailed
got
until
hit
the
in
end
a
there.
ton there, and it was Shadow that delivered some of those hits, I believe, and actually came up on top.
Yeah, excellent job, Shadow. But did you see who was close behind?
Yeah, KingOfLies.
So maybe they'll run it back. I don't know.
Well, the thing about these early battle mode rounds is you can get pretty far in battle mode by just playing pretty safe, I would say.
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes. But really, it's just the finals where if you can manage to run away with that shine for long enough,
yes,
that's how you win. And it can be a little bit difficult because sometimes the difference is just getting hit once. And if you don't get hit, you manage to live another 15 seconds.
Yeah.
But you never know exactly like what you're gonna get when you pull the shine.
Yes.
Sometimes you just happen to have a star when it lands on. So
I'd be
very
curi-
intense though.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what track they're gonna be picking. Is it a track or is it a course in battle? I think it's.
I call it stage.
Stage.
Yeah, kind of like, Smash
Battle
stages.
stage,
Yeah.
Courses. Yeah.
The objects to defeat the other opponents rather than kind of just simply beat them.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know if we're supposed to be seeing something right now, but I mean, I can see us on stream on your laptop. But
It's okay.
as for gameplay,
Yeah.
we'll have to see on that.
Yes. I think,
There we go.
oh, we're back. I think Woohoo Town is a little bit broken whenever it comes to Shine Thief because it's so big that you can just run it. Now we're not on Shine Thief yet, but
Urchin
just
Underpass is the
thinking
one in my
ahead.
opinion because it has those ledges where you can camp on the top of them.
Oh,
And if somebody
yeah.
comes around, you can just fall off and go around. You need 2 people to effectively defeat a camper in that mode.
Oh yeah, and
Otherwise, completely safe.
you can kind of camp in battle mode a bit. I mean, not on the same item box because the item boxes take a long time to load or at least reload in battle mode. But yeah.
Hi again.
Hi, hello. How's it going?
Had a little bit of a setup. 10 is still playing that DK Mountain clip from earlier.
Yeah, that's been going for a while.
Yeah.
That's a fun little clip from Momogon right there.
Yeah. What do you think about Lunar Colony?
I
hate it.
The gravity really throws me off. I feel like it completely throws off the trajectory of the things that like I want to throw or where I'm aiming because I'm paying attention to where my cart is going because you're just so bouncy, you're so floaty.
Yeah, it's strange because all these battle maps are like kind of based off of base game courses.
Yeah.
This obviously being the Rainbow Road battle stage.
Yeah.
But you don't really get these mechanics on normal Rainbow Road.
No, so it's not even like you can really practice in a situation like this. And this is really the only like battle course or battle stage that has this type of like physics to it. So it makes it a little more difficult to try and run down players, find them, hit them, and gain those coins. So.
I have to wonder if they knew that they were going to be adding 3DS Rainbow Road with like its moon and all of that. It's like when they were like building this, because I feel like the booster pass was kind of decided upon later, but what a coincidence if so.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, look at FireStone.
Oh my god.
A lot of coins right now.
He's playing very safe right now, which honestly, like, again,
what
like
you
this
gotta
is my strat: is get a bunch of coins and then run and hide. So just pay attention to the mini map and see where people aren't, and that's where I go.
Yeah, might as well try to stockpile some better items too. Oh, that was very close.
That was really scary. That was so close. But the thing is, whenever you have a crown on your head, you're a target. People are gonna come after you.
Yeah,
Just like
speaking of
KingOfLies here.
Former champion, yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow.
There goes that another instance of the trailing mechanic in this game.
Well, they both have triples, which the triples in this game are so interesting because they each have their own individual hitboxes. So you're going to inevitably like get hit, even if you feel like you're pretty protected.
It's a really close match going into the last minute. I think Shadow and KingOfLies are neck and neck right now, but it is still FireStone holding on to that lead, somehow just not
FireStone,
getting
you
hit.
can do it!
Still has the bananas from earlier. Trailing one in the inventory.
They're just going in circles. They're tricking around.
I feel like nobody's getting hit this match.
Pepperjack is kind of cooking for saying that they've never played 4 hours in their life.
I mean, the objective seems clear enough. I mean, having triple greens, boomerang in pocket, that's kind of the thing you want.
Yeah.
You're not reasonably going to get a star with so many. Always got to watch out.
Oh, wow, that was really scary.
Somehow think that they might have lived that, but it's hard to say.
I love seeing SkyHigh
Rep King Boo, everything.
Everything. SkyHigh loves King Boo. And he's always on the City Tripper, too. That's just his staple look.
Does not matter what mode. Is FireStone going to be... Oh!
Okay, so they do lose half. Look.
Was that half? I thought that they were on like 20.
I thought they were on 24.
This is the dangerous thing about coin runners.
Getting
Barely
triples out. Okay. Whew.
Yeah, it's going to be KingOfLies actually stealing that one. And good match for FireStone, but it's barely gotten at the very end.
Yeah. KingOfLies in first, just barely in first by 1 point, followed by Shadow.
So I think there's one thing to bring up about coin runners that's like worth talking about, but when you get hit, instinctively you want to get all the coins that just, you know, splashed everywhere.
Yeah.
That's the most concentrated area of coins. Concentrated. Shout out to Super Mario 64 DS, by the way. That wasn't my point.
Okay.
But you know, you want to go after them.
But everybody else is coming too.
Well, yeah, it makes you a target to get comboed, and it guarantees that you got hit, that somebody else was there because they're the one that hit you.
Yeah.
And they might be ready with even more.
Yeah, you don't know what's in their pocket, so...
You gotta pay attention to what hit you. If it's triple reds,
you
gotta keep
run.
going.
You gotta run, dog.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna lose even more coins.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. That honestly, I'm terrible about that too. I will definitely, as soon as I get hit, like try and just like recoup some of my losses, but then it eventually turns into even more loss.
Yeah.
Because everybody starts flocking in. They want a piece of that, and then you're cooked. You're done.
It's everybody's instincts to just immediately go for it, but
yeah. Well,
I'm not sure it's always the play.
I think what's interesting too, and something to point out, is at a certain speed, your brake mechanic starts to work a little differently.
I think the room might have closed.
You think so?
Based on what I'm hearing from Danny in the background.
Oh no! Oh, I actually, there's a little crack in the curtain over here, and it does look like they just reopened the room.
Might want to pull up the scores if you can on the VOD right there. There was a distinct top 6. After the first one, there was a bit of a tie after 5, but we'll be getting right back into it momentarily.
All I remember is that KingOfLies was at 33.
Yeah, I think I want to say that FireStone was on 26.
Shadow's
at 32.
You said
it's a little close after that. I think SkyHigh was 6th.
Okay. So there's supposed to be 2 more matches of battle left.
Round 2 is counting from what I can hear. But
oh, the one that just happened?
Yeah. I'm trying to find the VOD if we can pull it up.
To get the scores. Once we get the scores, we should be able to at least manually piece together the
should be past broadcast here.
We'll manually piece together all of the points, that way we can figure out who is...
Yeah, there it is.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
I imagine, they had to just switch the name. But
okay. We'll just go to the final
21-minute VOD sounds about right, though.
Yeah.
Might just pause it for a little bit. But we'll have the standings up right now. And we're actually about to get started with round 3 also. Going to SNES Battle Course 1, I believe. We finally disconnected the DK Mountain footage, so... Not a true Octobox, but that's about what we're getting there. Looking like Sunday Ticket right now. If you know, you know.
Alright, I have the scores. So after this, we'll be able to determine...
There's Pepperjack on 26.
Yeah, it was Pepperjack. And then FireStone on 24. Sunset with 21.
SkyHigh on 16. Willderd and Anomaly on the exit right now, but Willderd is very close behind SkyHigh, so that might be a little bit of a matchup to pay attention to the second half.
14, and then Anomaly was 7.
Oh my god, Shadow. That was so close.
Wait, what did Shadow do? I was writing stuff down, I missed it.
Yeah, Shadow threw a green off a wall and it smart bounced, but did not hit them. So
oh my god, that's
very,
impressive.
Very close. I like the feather on this map for that reason right there. You can,
I never thought of doing that.
It's a little bit, really?
Dude, KingOfLies is...
That's like the first thing I thought about immediately.
I never thought of doing that.
Because the feather is like battle exclusive item, right? So you gotta find, it's like you want to find ways, like KingOfLies just looking for excuses to do it at this point. There's no way that's like, oh yeah, I need to cut off.
Here, let me show this again.
I need to save about 0.1 there by cutting that turn off.
See,
it's a very good escape mechanism, though.
I I don't play enough battle to like think about these things, but what I usually do with the feather is try to get close enough to someone who I can tell doesn't have any items and try to steal.
Rare, though.
I know.
Rare
That's why it's a difficult item to have, but for at least to kind of run away a little bit, that's smart.
I find it to be a good defensive item, I would say. Interesting play there from KingOfLies actually to turn around and want to potentially shroom at the fire, but that kind of just goes to show that maybe there's a little bit of a rivalry brewing with Shadow right now.
Oh yeah, I think they know. They know who they need to target.
Well, they're probably going to advance, but there's like a little bit of a pride element to like winning the room outright, even if it's top 6 advance.
Yeah.
I think one of the interesting things about this level is just the glider that they added in this mode. I don't know if I particularly like it because it kind of feels like a cheap escape, but it is on the blue section.
Sometimes you need that though.
Yeah, it's
you
a
need
good
a way to get out.
It's a good thing. It's a good way to potentially waste time if you're in the lead.
Yeah.
Like we're seeing right here.
Oh my god! Look at
They're
all
going
those
after
coins
each other.
and
Gotta watch
everybody
out.
is Locking over here. And that bomb is so dangerous. Oh. See, I think Shadow was a little late on that bomb. I would have dropped it as everybody flocked over to get those coins to try and hit everybody else out too.
Yeah, I could see it. It's like Sunset here actually on the crown right now, potentially wasting more time, but again, that's not going to guarantee that nobody passes
going
you
right
up.
for the coins. Look at them. I thought they were going to avoid everything. They did not.
They needed the Mario Kart Tour boomerang right there that like loops around and grabs all the coins.
Yeah.
That would be so broken.
That would be incredibly broken.
So that's a good round for Sunset and Anomaly actually getting a nice 12 there. That's actually going to catch them off a decent amount, I would say.
Yeah.
And potentially put them in position to maybe actually make it out of the round if they can sack off another good final round here.
I am trying to gather the points from that round so that way we can...
Well, KingOfLies, we can pretty much safely assume is through now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can completely agree with that.
That's a good round for Sunset also. FireStone might have to watch out a little bit getting last place in that round, but they were in 4th before that. So, we'll have to see. I think you have to refresh the VOD.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, sometimes it does happen. You're in a LAN setting and things do disconnect, so you have to restart the room and do a little bit of manual math, but it's okay. We got you.
You sure it's okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
You like doing math over there?
I don't like doing math, but I can do it if I have to.
Willderd actually with the swap to Wario.
Uh-huh.
Here, see how this works out. I can't think of a reason why I would, I like using Wario in a lot of formats. Can't say exactly that he would be my go-to choice in battle because you need to turn so much to get out of situations. But
well, not only turning, I just feel like you want to be a smaller character so you're harder to hit. I feel like whenever you're like a heavyweight character, you are a bigger obstacle.
It allows you to potentially get away quicker, I suppose, which might be a factor in coin runners. If you want to get the speed and play passive and try to just get away from everybody, I mean, could be legitimate strategy there, I guess.
Sorry, I'm trying
Looking at SkyHigh. SkyHigh is going to need pretty solid last round. He's in a place with a lot of coins right now, but taking the optimal lines to potentially take as many as possible.
I don't think that bomb
would be
landed.
required.
Did he throw the bomb behind him?
I don't believe so.
I thought he threw it behind him. I would have because I saw that player coming through there.
Anomaly's got
Whack
a great
him in the
setup.
face.
I mean,
This is a great defensive setup.
Yeah, I mean, I might try to hold on to this, to be honest. Especially with KingOfLies playing so aggressively, I would say, also.
Here we go. I think I got the scores. Last one. There we go.
I think KingOfLies... Okay, never mind. One of the bananas just gone immediately. We're going to start chaining this fire soon, I assume. That being said, if you're wanting to protect first place right now, might have to be watching out where Shadow is. Pepperjack doing pretty well this round also. For somebody who has proclaimed to never play coin runners before,
I know, they're kind of cooking.
They're doing okay.
Do you think some strategies they translate over into battle mode from racing?
I mean, absolutely. Top speed is really important. I would say that that's like part of the reason why you could see Wario being used, right? Just the speed element of it. I mean, there's a lot of skills that don't translate, but there are that do. And look at SkyHigh right now. 45 seconds left, 20 coins, triple greens, and some extra defense also on the ground. Not liking that the ground banana there, actually taking it out, but oh my gosh, KingOfLies has so many right now.
Dude,
If I'm SkyHigh,
coins.
I'm just holding on to this.
I'd be
King,
getting some defense here. I think, honestly...
King Boo's alone right now. That's kind of the perspective I'd like to see because...
Oh, wow, that was a really great avoidance.
SkyHigh's on so many right now and really needs this round. There's a lot of coins on the ground over near Toadette also.
Yeah, they must have got hit by something.
FireStone, I don't see how you get more.
Dude, that is a tower of coins over their head. Do you see that?
Oh, SkyHigh is hit at the very end. But
it's okay.
Doesn't have to... Oh, I think that Shadow actually got SkyHigh at the end. That might actually be a lot lost there. And it looks like SkyHigh is going to make it, actually. It's going to be Pepperjack barely making it in. It looks like Willderd and Sunset on 15 are the first two out right now. But still quite close.
Yeah.
To getting in that top 6. But wow.
Oh my god.
Very tight right now.
I think the story is writing itself right now. I think KingOfLies might just be a battle champion.
I mean, we still got plenty of time.
Yeah.
There's still 3 other rooms
So
of players that are capable rivals. And you still have to win Shine Thief.
Oh, yeah, that's a totally different beast. Actually, you have to completely change your playstyle through each round that you go through.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with coin runners, you try and collect and defend. If you're, I don't know, ballsy enough to make some hits and try and gain some of those coins from the other players, you can absolutely do that. But you go into battle mode, balloon battle, and
you're incentivized to actually hit the
people.
opponent.
You have to be more offensive.
It's almost like the entire point of battle mode.
It's crazy.